Hello everyone, welcome back to Planetary Parables. I am Christopher Graham II, your GM on this journey. Joining us today we have Sam Blackmar as Rivet.
Hello.
We have Jackson Kimbrough as Gary/Gerry.
It's Gerry today. I'm feeling Gerry.
Gerry, alright. We have Xavier as Ittia.
I'm honoring. That's it.
Okay. And we finally have, who are you guys? MaKayla Dunn as I forgot your character's name, oh god.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
Kess with a K. Greetings,
you have
nerds.
your character has two names.
Yes, it's Kess Temper. You could call her Temper.
Temper. I was gonna say
Temper
Ember.
works.
I'm like,
No, I'm
fucking Danny Phantom.
Pretty sure
on
it's
this piece.
Tess of the D'Urbervilles.
If that's a reference, I'm not
It's a
catching it.
book.
Oh, okay.
It's a book.
Way over my head.
No, it's
read it in high
Kess
school.
or Temper.
Whoosh for sure.
All right.
Okay. But already, when last we left our heroes, they had just been in a dire 4-hour fucking long starship battle. God, I'm hoping by the time these are coming out, I really cut that fucking down. With a mysterious ship of Eoxian make and design on their way to investigate the Acreon and the Drift Rock, a ship at the center of a massive lawsuit on Absalom Station. After succeeding in combat and walking away with not overall too much damage, you guys eventually make your way to the Acreon. You guys are in your little ship, the Hippocampus, and you are on approach towards it. What are you guys feeling right now as you are flying towards this, like, not really a derelict, but as far as you know, dead ship? From what you know, there's no one on board.
Question, in the description of the ship, are like the running lights off? Are we talking like, because I think it's just that there's no signs of crew, no signs of life, but the ship works, theoretically, so like, are there lights on? Is
this like early horror or is it like late horror?
I'm like, yeah, is it like Dead Space 1 where they're coming in and they're like, oh, that's bad, there's no lights on?
There is a number of like very basic running lights and all that.
The ship has power, you can see that.
Yeah, there's just, you could try scanning the ship if you wanted with your own ship sensors.
Definitely want to do that.
Okay, alright, so go ahead, someone make a computers check for me. I guess whoever is on the engineer.
Was it engineer?
Yeah, I believe engineer can do scanning.
You've got dice out. You can go ahead and do it, Cass.
Whoever.
Okay, yes, I will make a computers check.
Yes,
All
don't
right.
forget to add the bonus from your ship.
So I add my bonus and then the ship bonus, correct?
Yes.
Well, what's
Plus
the ship?
2.
Ship bonus is +2 to computers?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so sorry. I do not do math well in my head. 19 plus
Holy
2
moly.
plus 11. That is 32.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
definitely succeeded. It was a 15.
I just had to get it all in there. I needed all the bonus.
Okay, so you get quite a number of details from scanning the ship with the Hippocampus's sensors. As stated before, the Hippocampus was decked out to the nines by the Eoxian ambassador, Garvalesk Nor, in preparation for whatever you might face on the way here and getting here. So the sensors are pretty decent. So you guys discover that the Acreon is a medium transport. It can typically carry a full crew complement of up to 6 crew members. You can't really get a good reading of any life signs that might be present. It's hard to get through this ship's hull for that. However, you do notice the ship's airlocks are completely open, exposing the interior of this spaceship to hard vacuum.
Oh.
It is armed, however, none of its weapons are currently active. And its power core, which is obviously on, you're detecting is outputting very minimal energy. It's in some sort of like hibernation mode. It's enough for life support, gravity, and some basic ship functions, but not enough to like run the ship or do anything heavy. Let me see. Yeah, and so that's what you are revealed. That's what's revealed by your scan.
Well, if we know the airlocks are completely open, then we know that there's nobody living. There's just no...
Well,
Unless there are other compartments on the ship that are closed off and have oxygen.
Maybe, but the ship being open to vacuum, if we're talking reality, the pressure difference in those doors, like if you had an area that was locked off, I think you would have a really hard time.
No, you are correct.
And then also if you have oxygen being pumped everywhere on the ship, and you had some of your vents were being exposed to the vacuum of space, you'd be sucking the air out of any room
That's fair.
that was there.
That's fair.
I don't know if that's how it works here. This is technically still fantasy, and that's just my best guess anyway. I'm not a physicist, but if I had to guess, I don't think you would be able to pass air through any place exposed to a vacuum anywhere else.
Are we saying that basically we won't be able to breathe when we go in here?
Unless we close if you close the airlocks, you should be able to repressurize the ship.
I can do that.
Yeah, and you can exist in the vacuum of space.
Wow,
They don't need to breathe. And then I think most of us have a suit. I have a suit.
You do have all of you have armor. I believe all of you have second skin.
Yeah.
Which does allow you to have basic functions of a spacesuit.
No, I have freebooter armor, but I have a separate spacesuit
Oh, okay.
in my inventory.
Okay, I have second skin.
Yeah, so then you're fine.
I believe so. Someone can double check, but worst case scenario, it also comes with just there's spaceships, the spacesuits, very basic, no additional armor protection on the hippocampus. So for all intents and purposes, you have space suits, one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
A follow-up question to the spacesuits. Coming up on this, is this ship... I had a whole thing yesterday figuring out how big this ship actually was. With a crew of 6, it's smaller than the battleship Texas. So, we're not like... How are we docking with this ship?
You go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, how are we docking?
How are we pulling out our ship's penises?
How are we gonna penis kiss
How are we
with
gonna
the
touch
ship?
tips with the
How
ship?
are we gonna tip kiss the ship? Thank you. Yes. I'm glad that I'm the only person's voice that
Go
said
ahead
any of
and
that.
make an engineering check for me.
No problem. God dang it.
Good thing that's your best skill.
Penis kissing?
Also,
No, engineering!
To be fair, the line was a little blurry.
It wasn't 100% clear what you meant.
So, side note, I do not see anything about the life support on second skin.
Yeah.
So
we're all just wearing the normal space.
It's gonna give you
second skin.
So I'll say you guys just have the spacesuits. I gotta look. I forgot to double check that because I remember that was one of those things in the book that it's like it's written somewhere about that stuff, but it's like a single sentence in a paragraph in the middle of a random like page.
Sounds like the rulebook to Nemesis.
I don't know why you're coming from. You know what? I tricked you. This is now the plot line of the Nemesis board game.
I already knew that it was. I'm calling it right now. This is the plot to the Nemesis board game. I already think that.
Okay, so what'd you get on your
22.
22. Okay, so you know that there are two main ways. Your ship most ships have and yours specifically is a shuttle, have a way to just dock with the ship.
Okay.
From your airlock to their airlock.
Kind of like an airplane track, like runway.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of
However, if you are worried about physically connecting to it, you can also just dock into the same orbital path as it is and spacewalk to the Acreon. You won't be able to easily access your ship, but if you're worried about anything or anyone on board the Acreon getting aboard yours, you don't have to worry. It's up to you guys.
Well, so that's a good... Okay, so then I'm actually no longer asking questions to the DM, now in character. First big decision. Are we going to dock directly with this ship? Or should we spacewalk?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen if we dock with this ship?
are you able to control your movement in space?
I assume the spacesuits are able to have directional control.
I can't say I want to walk in space, guys.
Well, I guess, out of character again, I imagine it to be two things. Either the spacesuits have little air jets that we can push ourselves in directions, or our spacewalk is kind of like Alien Isolation, where I think they have like basically like a rope, and we pull ourselves along the rope into the ship.
In character. I ask this because I can control my direction. I can pull us along if need be. If we would rather spacewalk, I can do the walking.
Well, I guess what do these spaceships look like? I mean, what is the tech here?
Alright, so, yeah, okay, so yes, your spacesuits are equipped with a very minor, I don't want to say jetpack, but it is a directional backpack that lets you make minor adjustments within space. It would allow you to build up enough momentum to make it to the Acreon from however far away you park, within reason. So that is the tech you're looking at. They do come with, all ships are equipped with basic cabling for what you were talking about, a rope between two ships. It's just a really it's a standard. It's not really used much anymore, unless for some reason, like you have to, or it's too dangerous to just use the jetpacks for, like, say there's a lot of debris to potentially run into and knock you off course, or etc. So it's still used, and it's a standard on every spaceship.
Okay.
So
I will also point out, one ship has already diverted from the line. If we park outside, are we sure this one will still be here?
That's very true. I just think if we connect directly to the ship, then we've already had a ship come and attack us. Then, I mean, I guess either way we'd be sitting ducks. It doesn't really matter which one you're at.
And in need of a quick escape, should we all not be able to be ready?
I guess, but if we're docked, I'm just thinking out loud, if we're docked up to the ship and then something happens and our ship explodes, then before we can actually turn the Acreon back on and have it automatically, safety shut the airlock when it detects, because right now it's not detecting that the airlocks are open. I would imagine that it's typical safety procedure. Ship's computer should be able to shut a bulkhead, shut a door in case of an airlock breach. But that's not happening here. If we dock with the ship and then we're sharing basically a hallway with our ship and something happens to our ship, then we have open hallway again. So, but on the other hand, I do see the point. If we put our ship in orbit, then it really is just sitting from all sides open to being attacked again. And it is away from us in case something happens on the ship. So
I think a quick escape is the best and safest route, as opposed to quickly trying to get back through space to our ship, which we don't even know if it'll be there.
Your orders, Captain.
Well, seems like you guys have this figured out. If we can figure out a way to tether it and also give us a means of escape, then let's go with that.
Well, it sounds like two of us want to dock, so I guess we'll do that. I mean,
that's all it takes.
I consent. I don't. Isn't there someone you forgot to ask?
The GM.
Yeah. Why are you dressed like Jesus Christ, Chris?
Hey, what I do in my free time is my business. I thought about going as Jesus for Halloween. Especially when
that's always fun.
You should have done it.
It would have been great. Next year, maybe. Okay, so what you guys are roping, you're jumping.
We're gonna dock.
We're gonna dock.
Okay. So, you guys approach the Acreon. It is a very old ship. It's a prospecting and mining ship. It's seen years and years of hard use in asteroid fields and hard vacuum of the packed worlds and far beyond. It's a boxy and ungainly ship. It's patched and repatched. The outer hull bears the scars of countless micrometeorite impacts and is completely faded from exposure to the radiation of space. It floats alone out here, with no companion but the drift rock behind it, tethered on long tow cables. So you guys park your ship. First, let me ask, where are you docking? There are 3 airlocks to dock to. There is the port airlock, the starboard airlock, and the aft airlock.
Go ahead. Say it. Vote that we park it in the aft.
Vote that we dock in the aft.
I vote we dock in the aft. And that is said in character.
Well, all right then.
I have no preference. I guess whatever's easiest to like sidle up next to for orbit.
Okay.
That is pretty.
All of them are just as easy. The ship is not in motion. However, aft is a little bit trickier. There are the tow cables in the way.
Well,
Okay.
So port or starboard is probably more ideal. At that point, it's whichever. It's a coin flip.
I will also say our job is to also check out the drift rock afterwards.
And actually, maybe if we park in the back of the tow cables, it's harder for people to get at us.
Also true.
Also true. If we're concerned about escape or defense.
yeah, our shields are pretty down.
You're kind of busted.
So that docking in the aft would protect our shields that are most depleted.
Mm-hmm. I'm about it. I'm for it.
All right.
Captain, shall we dock in the aft?
Let us dock in the aft.
Can we play some smooth jazz?
God, I hope that's on a t-shirt.
And I'll just
Dock in the aft.
I'll just say that you say. Are you suggesting smooth jazz?
Yes.
Like, computer, play some smooth jazz.
Playing Booze Raz.
Good enough.
I'd probably just fucking...
It's
No.
an incredibly loud mouth ska.
It is.
Developed in the 23rd century.
This is the only musical record we have fucking
Thanks a lot, Ambassador. You had your mixtape shoved in the tape deck.
That's how they found it. It's like this old fucking debris, and there's just a single fucking like mixtape in a radio that somehow
Jammed in.
It's just some really bad like SoundCloud beatboxing.
or some fucking moron like drove his car into like a fucking neutron star as it collapsed. And so it's been trapped in this fucking ball of neutron metal or whatever the fuck it's called.
It's just some really bad rap. Really bad rap music.
Hey. Okay.
I'm Paul Bernardo, and I'm here to say...
Anyway. Oh god, no.
So you guys dock in the aft. You guys slowly sidle your ship up in a sort of perpendicular style to the back of the ship, for those who are not familiar with the word aft. There you go. Let me...
Sounds a lot like another word that means backside.
Alright.
I want them to say something like that on the TV show. Never mind.
So as you guys enter,
That boy love pirate show. Sorry. I love that I called it a boy love pirate show. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Please continue, Chris.
So
I'm a
you guys
fucking
dock in the aft. You guys enter your airlock. The cabin is slowly depressurized to equalize itself with the pressure inside of the Acreon, which is none.
Yes.
And eventually you open it. It is a solid... What started out as this sort of tent tunnel style thing, it looks like a tunnel made of canvas in a rectangular fashion. It slowly extends outwards towards the airlock of the Acreon. I don't know what the face you guys are making is. And
It's
eventually...
one of fear.
And as it attaches and the locks engage, it immediately tightens. And with this sort of like tensile, like...
Oh, like the
firmness.
canvas itself kind of...
Yeah, the canvas immediately, as soon as it touches, just retracts and tightens, where what was a loose sort of, walkway is now a solid path.
Oh, okay. I see.
Very cool.
So you guys enter the Acreon. It is very dark in here. Flickering emergency lights do little to dispel the darkness inside the derelict ship, and the sense of abandonment is only heightened by the apparent lack of any movement or life inside its airless corridors. Artificial gravity is still functional, however, so there's likely still power to run essential systems, as you detected with your scans, and possibly restore life support, as right now there is nothing and no atmosphere on the ship. Unfortunately, from what you've seen upon entry, there's still no obvious clues as to the fate of the Acreon's vanished crew. So you guys are currently within the airlock of the Acreon. As I said before, fully open. You can look directly inside. What are y'all doing?
Okay, well, first and foremost... Yep, I have a flashlight.
I was gonna say we need a light source, right?
I have a flashlight.
I was
Okay.
about to
Cool.
start glowing.
You can also do... Multiple light sources is a good thing.
Okay, I will.
I have my cattle prod. I don't know.
I was gonna pull out my personal comms unit. That's just like I guess a smartphone, and just like turn the flashlight on the back.
Oh, I'll do that as well.
And just
I
use
shall
that
do
to
the
look-
same thing,
use that to look
actually.
around.
I'm pulling out a real clunky, big,
like an actual
dedicated flashlight.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I know you would.
So yeah, you guys all pull out your light. You enter this next chamber.
Okay. This long one here?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I was asking, do you?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And what order are you guys heading in? So I get an idea of like
I think I'm kind of hanging in the back because I'm just kind of here to like check.
move your character.
I would assume that I'm closer to the front as I can breathe in case we need to, in case like someone's suit would rip or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a big flashlight. I feel like I would also be toward the front.
Okay, so if we want to do, like you want like a marching order, like line?
Yeah, it can be a line or a square as it currently is. It's just so that way I, can kind of describe.
I can switch place with you.
Okay.
That's,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I kinda
that's
In the front of our
Hold on.
quad.
Stop.
Who's
Yeah.
who? Oh, sorry.
yeah,
I am
that right there. Okay,
Okay.
so that's our formation.
Yeah.
So it is Ittia and Rivet
In
at the front walking in with Kess and Gerry today following.
All we need is a cartoon dog.
So it's
That
an
would
interesting
currently be
sort
dead.
of parallel between the front and the back of those entering the Acreon. You have a Yosoki and a Sheeran in front, and a Yosoki and Sheeran in opposite pairing in the back.
Yep.
You guys enter the Acreon. You enter what appears to be the engineering room. One particularly unsettling detail as you enter, as there's no atmosphere or anything, it is completely silent in here. There's where you expect the sounds of echoing footsteps in an empty place is instead met with only the sound of your own breathing and whatever echoes up through your own suit. In this chamber is a lot of machinery. As I said, this is clearly the engineering bay. This room stretches all the way across the width of the ship, a good 85 to 90 feet or so. Let me see. You would assume that all of the Acreon's main engineering functions are probably operated from this room. You also see in one corner a tech workshop in the form of an expansion bay. So one of their expansion slots is taken up by a tech workshop. You see also the access area to the ship's power core against the forward wall.
Okay. Oh, okay. This access here?
Yes. So that large chamber ahead of you, you see a large central cylinder made up of all these different tubes and wires all sticking out, and just the slightest glowing pulse from within.
Okay. Is this a nuclear core? Do you need me to do an engineering check?
Go ahead and make an engineering check, champ.
Champ. I rolled a 1,
But you have a
but with a bonus of 13,
13.
it's a 14.
Okay. So you obviously know some really basic engineering stuff. I'm just going to cut out all this bit while I look up how ships are powered, because they call them power cores. How to power... It doesn't say how power cores work. So
we can just assume that they're like nuclear in fashion, that they're not... It's not like magic. But I mean, like...
I mean, magic
the
exists.
drift engines are kind of magic, but yeah,
Oh,
the power
okay.
core is probably like, They're powered through cold fusion.
Alright, cool.
I'm
Yes.
kidding. I don't know. Yeah, we'll say they're nuclear, but yeah. So you know that it varies. There are a number of different
Yeah. It's not.
types of
sorry,
power.
it's not a super important question. I was just thinking
No,
more for the
it's-
visual. Like it's
no,
it's
yeah.
got a glow. It's humming. Like
Yeah,
ooh,
there's a
okay.
slight hum that like you can
Alright.
feel even through like it's reverberating through the ship, and it is most heavy here next to the power core. This is an older ship, and a lot of the older ships do utilize mainly nuclear power. So this is some form of nuclear radiation power.
Okay. Well, it is functioning at least on an emergency level. Does it look like there's anything? You said there were wires sticking out. Do you mean like some things have been ripped out, or?
Oh no, I meant like you can see the wiring.
Oh,
of that
you can
coming
see
in and
that's okay. I see what you mean. All right. And then which side here has the port or starboard has the that tech bay?
That would be to the port side.
I'd like to swing my flashlight over it.
Okay.
See what's going on over there.
Yeah, so you swing your flashlight over towards the tech bay, and you're looking over it. Do you approach?
I'll take a couple steps.
Okay, so you start to approach when you notice something sort of shining, kind of shiny and almost wet looking, in one corner, kind of tucked away under a desk. And as you approach, you see something start to unfurl.
Oh.
As
Oh.
a creature steps out from within the darkness into the light.
Fabulous.
And does not look friendly.
Of course.
No?
I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Well, alrighty.
I do not like this.
Every single... Oh my god. Oh.
You said a creature.
I did, as you
That's
notice
creatures.
movement the opposite direction.
Okay.
How would we
alright.
notice movement the opposite direction if we
Because
can't hear
when you're
anything?
panicked, you look around and you
Oh,
see
okay.
the other. I'm sorry. Do you want it? Fine. Do you want them to surprise you? Do you
No,
want
I was
sneak
just
attack?
asking, DM. What's...
It's GM in Starfinder.
Ah,
I wasn't looking the same way, guys, but there's something over here.
fair enough. That's cool. I'm not asking because I'm
It might be a
arguing or
problem.
refuting what you said. I'm just for flavor.
Oh no.
So yeah, no, you see a similar creature out of the corner of your eye as you are looking around, appear behind you.
What do they look like? You said slimy.
I did. So they are quadrupedal. They're on 4 legs. They have these massive jaws, and long tendrils, almost like a lion's mane, but made entirely of tendrils. Their eyes glow bright yellow, no pupils or anything, and their body is entirely this dark blue shimmering color.
Are they humanoid in form or
No, they look to be like I said,
Dog-like.
almost dog-like.
Oh, dog-like.
quadrupedal-
Okay.
Quadrupedal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quadrupedal.
Quadrupedal. Yeah, I think I said quadrupedal earlier. So yeah, that's what they look like. There's moisture, goop
Goopy.
dripping out of their mouth,
Slime.
and they seem entirely unfazed by the presence or lack thereof of the atmosphere.
Oh, fun.
Awesome.
Alrighty, let me see there.
Hey, laser pistols work in space, right?
Yes, they do.
They
Cool.
do indeed.
Are there weapons that don't work in space?
Not that I know.
Not really.
Okay, just checking.
Let me get the stats.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, good point.
what weapon do you use?
Electric rod, skip shot pistol, or polarity wires.
Yeah, those are the only 3 I know that don't work in space.
Great.
All 3 of them.
Looks like it's unarmed strike for me. She's gonna smack him with a computer keyboard that she pulls out of her backpack.
Perfect.
Because like there are 2 ways that a
gravity's
laser
on,
pistol would
so-
work. Either like the superheated thing is entirely inside, or it's only super hot because there's an atmosphere. Sitting there like,
22.
Rivet, what did you roll?
I rolled a 12.
Alright. Ittia
18.
and Gerry.
18 as well.
Okay, who wants to go first?
You have the higher dex modifier.
That is true, I do.
Alright, then for the purposes of this, we will say you rolled a 19.
Because I have no dex modifier.
Oof.
So it is very easy for me to remember who has the
No,
higher.
that's like people saying they don't have any abs. You have a dex modifier. It's just 0.
That's okay. I have 0 for charisma.
Same.
Hey, I have a 0 for charisma, and I have a -1 to wisdom.
I have a +4 to wisdom.
I have a +1.
Nice.
I have a +2 to intelligence.
Am I the only person that has a negative modifier?
Probably.
I think so.
Ah, sick.
You're just special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just means I get myself into situations like this, where I walk toward monster aliens.
So the one that you originally saw, Rivet, shakes itself and opens its mouth wide in what you assume is some sort of roar that is entirely muted by, as I said before, the lack of atmosphere, and it rushes towards you. They get... Okay. So...
Or actually nothing.
And it jumps right for you. It's like, look at this delicious bite-sized snack.
Oh,
in the
no.
form of, rat on a stick.
Ah.
Never mind, it didn't make a roaring sound. I'm an idiot. It did not attempt to make a roaring sound, please. I'm fucking cutting that out. I'm not gonna cut it out.
Or that.
I love the immersion building though.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Yes.
it. Even if it was completely
It's
wrong.
my attempt, but there is a certain aspect of them that will hopefully be revealed later that would reveal why that was a dumbass choice.
Well, now that's my wonderful defiance.
Okay.
Right.
He is going to attempt to bite you. That is a 13 to hit you, Rivet.
That's what you need.
That is a
KAC?
KAC, yes.
No, miss.
Okay.
I have a 16.
So it goes to bite at you, but you are luckily kind of already on edge from the fucking unnerving atmosphere of this ship, and you manage to duck out of the way of its bite.
I've already begun to fall backward.
And that is going to end its turn. That means next in the initiative order is Temper. Temper, what are you doing? You've seen these two creatures just emerge and rush at your new paladins.
Okay. I do not know where my thing is. I was going to use my skip shot pistol, but I have no information on it, so... Okay, I have the skip shot pistol. So it is, special thing about it is it's teleportive.
Okay.
So it is a small arm, and it has a 60-foot range.
Yeah, you're definitely within range.
With the range of this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take aim at the one that is coming up behind us.
Yeah, that's within 30
Starboard
feet, so,
side.
Okay.
or 35 feet, so you're good.
Load a round into it. So that's a 13.
A 13 to hit, that is enter EAC, yes?
I do not know what it does.
Okay.
What
Well-
type of damage does it do?
It does...
Is it B?
The critical is bleed, so my assumption would be physical. But
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, it should be
Oh,
plus
no.
your base attack. No,
Okay.
no, your
Either way, that hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
weapon specialization.
And this does piercing.
That does 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay, so yeah, your that was to the.
do you have what? Do you have small arm weapon specialization? And that should do a D4 plus 1.
I do, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means you get half your level rounded down, added to damage.
So that's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for that was to the starboard one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Thank y'all. My bad.
You got it.
No
You're
problem.
good.
We're all learning.
Yep.
So yeah, you pull out this weapon. What does your pistol look like, by the way?
It's like just your regular old little pistol. This looks like a...
This is
Okay.
it's a gun.
You know what? Can I flavor text it as like it's like an old west 6-shooter pistol?
I'm gonna say not in this instance
Damn.
because it is. I'll.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So actually, it does look to some degree like that.
Yeah, but it's more like
It's like
More
Wild
mechanical.
Wild West.
Yes.
Kind of.
Wild West steampunk style. But in place
Yes.
of the barrel, there is instead a strange sort of mechanism, what looks like 2 prongs. And the bullets load in here and disappear in a flash of light whenever you pull the trigger as they are sent forward and reappear some feet ahead of you and continue on their journey. And slams into this creature as it starts to make its way towards you and is just stopped in its tracks. That takes a good, healthy chunk of damage. Is there anything else you were going to do on this turn?
No, I think I'm going to stay right where I am. And the group is best.
Alrighty. In that case, it is now on to the other one's turn, the one that you just shot. And it's not super happy about that. So it's gonna go... Okay, so it runs into your midst and is also trying to take a chunk out of you as it opens its maw wide, its teeth like needles, and its insides a black void. It's going to take a bite attempt at you. That is a 19 to hit KAC.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Alright, so. You take 4 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a fortitude save. You're going to roll a d20 and add the fortitude save bonus on your character sheet.
That's 6. I think that's the first time I've rolled below a 10.
What did you roll?
A 4.
And you have a
And then
plus
what's
2?
you have a +2 to your save?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, fortitude save of 2.
Oh, because you have a 1 con modifier and a 1 bonus from your
Yeah,
class.
it's normal
so yeah.
for it to be that low.
Yeah,
that
happens.
low level.
That happens.
What's yours?
Oh, mine's a 4.
Oh,
It's a
because
3.
because it's your base save is a 3. Her base save is a 1.
Oh, is it because of your class,
Yes.
not your race?
Yeah,
Oh,
your
okay.
your base saves have to do with your class, and your ability modifiers have to do with just your abilities.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the same as BAB. Sorry.
Okay.
No, you're good. You're good.
Thanks, though. Appreciate you trying to help me out.
I was attempting to get you a little bit more.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It did not work.
No, it didn't.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to see what happens. Okay. So this creature.
Shit. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
I have protective fur.
Okay, what's that?
So I gain a +2 circumstance bonus to fortitude. Oh, only against heat or cold.
Okay.
In addition, have I made contact with diseases or poisons? Because that's a +4 to that.
Okay, that is against diseases.
That's the bottom. It says in addition.
Okay, you just passed.
Wow.
You got exceedingly
Oh my God, I'm
lucky.
so glad I remembered I had
You got
that.
that 10.
Okay, so yes, to a total of 10, which just passes. As you see, whenever this thing sinks its fangs into you, something drips from its mouth into the wounds. But you manage to wrest your arm away from it. That is the end of its turn.
Big yikes.
That means it is now on to Gerry's turn. What are you doing, Gerry?
Okay, seeing that these things don't look at all like they're playing around, Gerry decides that he's not going to play around, pulls out that the semi-auto pistol, the tactical semi-auto that we got from the club, and is going to hold it sideways and take a full attack
Alright.
and fire 2 shots at this guy right there.
Okay,
Port
which
side.
one?
This
Port
one over
side.
here, the one
Okay.
that's attacking
Rivet.
Rivet, that's right. I keep getting the tokens mixed up. So first attack is a 6. I doubt that's going to hit.
No, unfortunately
And
that
the
does
second
not.
attack is even worse. So no, neither of those hit.
So yeah, you go to take your shot. However, this thing is so moving. It's so dark in here. There's just a lot going on. You're not super used to being in the vacuum of space, and this is not your weapon, so you're not used to using it. as two like little scatter shots of bullets spray past it.
Is Starfinder like D&D in that a round is like 6 seconds?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that totally makes sense that you would miss.
Okay.
And since that is a full attack, that is my whole turn.
Alright. Then that means it is on to Ittia.
Do we take negatives to trying to take a shot to something right next to us?
I don't
In
believe
melee?
in Starfinder for ranged
Okay.
attacks. I don't think so in Starfinder, right?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Not to my knowledge.
Because I always mix up those rules.
Let me double check. Okay, yeah, it doesn't say anything about it, so I'm gonna... And if it's not in the right thing, I'm gonna pretend it's not like that. So yeah, you don't get any range penalties for
Alright,
that.
cool. Because I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have to like step away and get attack of opportunity or something like that to shoot.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, I am also going to take a full attack action and shoot at the one that just tried to attack my new friend Kess.
Alright, go ahead and roll your attack.
Full attack action is -2.
Minus 4 to
Minus
each attack.
4 to each attack, okay. So I'm only -2 total. Got it. So my first shot is a 14.
Okay, that's enough to hit regardless of EAC or KAC. Go ahead and roll your damage. What damage type is this?
It is both fire and magic.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, D4, not D6. I am very dumb. Okay, so 4 damage
4 damage, you say.
to the one that has been dealt damage already.
Indeed. So, what weapon type is this?
This is my laser pistol, but all of my damage also counts as magic.
Okay, right. So yeah, you let loose with 2 shots. You get
This is
2
the
hits.
first shot.
This is your first shot. So yeah, you blast into this thing pretty easily as it's still backing off. Its teeth are still withdrawing from your new friend's arm, so you are very easily able to get that first shot off. Go ahead and make another attack roll.
That one is an 8.
8. Unfortunately, that is not enough. So you go to take a second shot, and it jumps away just in time. However, first shot lands. It's not looking super great. You might even say it's bloodied. Okay. Rivet, it is now your turn.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, falling backward to get away from this thing, reflexively going to reach to my pocket to pull out my azimuth laser pistol and take a shot as close to this thing as I can manage to get.
Take the shot! Alright, go ahead. Roll the hit. My arm here just got caught in my watch.
Ouch. That's
Happens all the
12. Oh no, yeah, a 12.
EAC or KAC?
It'll be EAC because it's
All right,
the laser pistol.
that just hits.
Awesome. Woo!
Go
Okay,
ahead
so
and
that's
roll
gonna be
your damage.
a 1d4 plus 1. 3 fire damage.
Alright, so, yeah. Okay, so you let loose with one of your bolts. It's pretty easy since the thing is right in fucking front of you.
Yeah.
So it gets right in your face, and you're like, ah! And just shoot it in the face. And it takes a healthy chunk of damage. As one of the tendrils is severed from wherever you shoot it, and it falls off. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the noise. Okay,
But it's from within your helmet, so it's like...
yeah, like I saw a crab.
Wow.
It's a boo!
Wait, yeah, I assume we have like radio
Yeah, you
to
guys
each
have,
other.
have
We can talk to
local
each
radio,
other.
Yes.
Okay.
So we just all hear a
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
and that's after. Yeah, and that's after y'all have already like dealt heavy damage to these things. As far as movement goes, I can't really get out of this thing's way without an attack of opportunity, so I guess I'll just stay where I am.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything that does an attack of opportunity. I don't believe that I do. actually, what I will do, instead of my move action, because I need to do stuff like this more, I'm actually going to use my move action to use combat tracking. I should have done this before shooting, but it's fine. Within sight, I choose a foe using my move action within sight. I gain BAB equal to my mechanic level. So now my BAB is 3 instead of 2.
Okay, rock on.
When attacking this creature in front of me.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So next shot, I'll do that. That's all I can do.
Alright, back up to the top. It is the one in front of you's turn. So
Yeah.
the creature standing in front of Rivet is again going to attempt to take another bite. It doesn't appreciate getting beaten up like this. You come into its house, you disturb it while it's taking a nap, you shoot at it, it ain't happy. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so again, these piercing fangs dig into your flesh. I'm going to need you to make a fortitude save as you take 3 piercing damage.
3 piercing damage. Alright, let me make that note. Okay, fortitude save, you say.
Indeed.
Oh my god, I have not rolled above a 10 this entire time. 7
Total?
total.
Hold
Alright.
on.
What?
Hold on. I'm looking something up. I have a feat, and I want to know exactly what it does.
Alright, you figured it out, Jackson?
I did. There's nothing I can do.
Okay, alright. You got a what again? I'm sorry.
A 7.
Okay, so you got a 7. You feel this burning sensation fill your veins from where this creature bites you.
Mm-hmm.
It don't feel great.
I would imagine not.
So, that is the end of its turn. It is now Temper's turn. Temper, what are you doing?
Alright. So, since it's kind of close to me and I know I'm going to make this shot, hopefully,
Okay.
I would like to activate my polarity wire
Go
and
ahead.
shoot out the needle that launches into it.
Alright, go ahead and roll to hit. That's a roll to hit, right? That's not like a save or anything on their part?
Yeah, it's a piercing damage, so I believe it would be kinetic, if I'm correct.
Yep.
So it's
What'd you roll?
17 plus 6.
17. That hits. Roll for damage.
That is... I did 2 damage.
Nice. Alright, to the one right in front of you.
Yes. And that's the damage is energy and piercing. Or it's electric and piercing.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to put away your other weapon and quickly draw out this little, essentially dart gun, right?
No,
Or-
it's a gauntlet that I
That's
wear.
right. Yes, your little gauntlet.
Yeah, so I just turned
Yeah,
my
you just
hand.
turn your hand down, and a little dart shoots out, and this spiral of electricity travels up the wire and goes into this creature, shocking it. Yeah, it does a good old bit of damage. You gonna do anything else?
I think I'm going to try to I want to move, but I know it's gonna get to attack me, so she's trying to... Okay, so I think she's gonna try to scoot back into the hallway that's right behind her.
Alrighty.
So she's gonna try to step a little bit further behind.
Okay, so it is going to get you're moving another square. Okay,
Yes.
it is going to get an opportunity attack against you. 1 second, I was looking something up.
But yeah, with knowing that I just got hurt, she's like, I don't want to do that again.
Alrighty, cool. Learning how some stuff works. Alright, so it is going to attempt to make an attack roll. That is a 22.
That hits.
Okay.
Wow. Those are some hits.
So you're going to take 7 points of piercing damage. So go ahead and make a fortitude save for me.
Okay.
And remember that bonus.
No, I got it written down now.
Okay.
Oh, that's 25.
25? Alright, yeah, that passes. So again, most likely, your body is like, I recognize this, no thanks. However, you still take a,
How much damage?
bunch of 7.
7?
You still take a bunch of teeth to your arm. So it's not super fun. But you do manage to back up into the hallway. Next up on the list is, speaking of the devil, the one that just bit you. So you moved away. It's now going to attack. That's you, Ittia, right there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, alright. So it is now going to attack Ittia as the Yosoki has run off, and you are the nearest target. That rolled off. Come on. I gotta get a rolling thing. That is a 23.
No.
No? Okay. I believe it. Alright, so that is going to hit. You take 8 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save for me.
Alright. My fortitude save was an 8.
Okay. A lot of bad fortitude save rolls today.
Yep.
You are also bitten, and you feel this burning as it pierces through your carapace and into the soft flesh beneath. You feel this burning sensation fill your veins as it pumps through you. It don't feel good. But other than that, nothing happens. That is the end of its turn. Gerry, it is your turn.
Okay. I say Gerry is just gonna try it again. We need to get rid of these things and get rid of them fast.
Do it.
Blap, blap, baby. That's much better. A non-natural 20
That hits.
on the first one. I'll go ahead and roll the second one. That's only a 7. That's not gonna happen.
Okay, no, that
But I
does
will
not hit.
at least
But
go
roll the
ahead and
damage on the
roll
first
one. For 4 piercing damage.
Full piercing damage, you say. Alright, that is to which one?
The one that I was originally targeting.
Alrighty, so you attack the one on the port side. I'm sorry, I already forgot the number. How much damage?
4.
4 damage. Okay, so yeah, this thing is also not looking great as a flurry of bullets pierce this thing's flesh. Blue, goopy ooze pouring out of these holes in its side. Doing anything else?
That was a full attack, so no.
Alrighty. Rivet, it is now... No, Ittia, it is now your turn.
I was about to...
Sorry. I was like, oh, this Sheeran's already gone.
Seen one, you've seen them all.
Ittia will just take the gun and shove it into the face of the dog that's got its mouth on him. And hopefully I'm taking a full attack action trying to hit this thing. So that was a critical fumble.
Critical fumble. Okay.
Wait, do you have the communalism ability as a Sheeran?
I do not believe so.
Unless you have something that replaced it.
I have hive defense.
Oh, I wonder if that replaces communalism.
Yeah, I believe it does.
Okay. I see.
Yeah,
I
because
see.
I chose to help someone else instead of myself.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Alright. So, you go to fire your weapon, and as you do, you bring it up just a little bit too fast and go straight past it as it knocks your weapon down to the ground in a quick, swift movement of its head. These tentacles kind of wrapping around you.
Alright.
You are now weaponless. And with that, your turn will end from the critical fumble. Rivet, it is now your turn.
Okay. Alright. There's a burning in my veins.
Just a hunk of burning love.
I hope not. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna try and shoot it in the face again.
Do it.
But I get
Shoot
an
it in the
extra
face.
point. 13.
That hits.
I know it does. I'm just frustrated that I have not rolled above a 10 a single time. This whole game.
So yeah, this thing is kind of moving around. It's been kind of beaten up quite a bit at this point, and so your little eye reticle thing does that thing where a bunch of them
Triangulates.
Yeah, triangulates. It's like beep, 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 and you take this shot,
Target
just
locked.
managing to hit it.
4.
4 from max damage. Nice.
No.
Not quite.
No.
Oh right, because you get a +1, so that would be below. All right, but it is definitely bloodied at this point.
Okay.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
As far as says what I can do, bonus action, movement, etc. I don't think that I actually have anything that I want to do. No.
Alright.
No, I'm good.
In that case, it is back to the top of the initiative order, and the creature, I'm trying not to say their names as you haven't identified them yet, is going to take a bite out of a Yosoki. Or at least try to. That is a 26 to hit.
Jeez, come on. Yes.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why they're getting so high on these rolls.
I'm so jealous.
I think you'll need to trade dice.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you want to trade dice?
Damn.
Sam, touch all his dice.
Take a 4 piercing damage, and I need you to make another Widow Fortitude. Oh no, you already.
I've already been hit.
You're already a carrier. You don't need to.
See, I don't like those words.
You're already a carrier of whatever has been injected into your sweet little rat vein.
I don't like it.
Ooh, it's running around in there like a rat in a tunnel.
I don't like
the
that.
irony.
I don't like that.
Oh, let's just say, have you heard "Kiss Me, Kill Me"? Well, you better listen to it after this. Ooh-wee.
What?
It's a horror parody of that one. I don't know who sings it originally, but
Sixpence none the richer.
Sixpence none the richer. I feel like I'm gonna have to bleed this part, but yeah,
that's enough to be real.
Yeah, that's enough. I think we're fine.
And I get the idea.
But it's pretty great. Okay, but yeah. So it bites you, and that's all you get out of that interaction. Kemper, it is now your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot it with my pistol. So I'm gonna turn my arm back up and take another shot at it.
Take a shot.
A 19 plus 6.
19 plus 6. Gonna go ahead and say that hits, yeah.
And then it's 1d4 damage plus 1. 4, 5 damage.
Alright, this thing is not looking great. It is critically injured as, it doesn't look great. Your shots hit it. It is just limping. It's got a lot of, burn marks and shock marks and all that. It's missing a few tentacles at this point.
That's for biting me, bitch.
That doesn't happen. I just wanted to make that noise. Ignore every dumb thing I fucking do. However, the thing you just shot is now going to retaliate against you. Yeah, it's kind of single-minded. It rushes towards you. God damn, I don't know why they're rolling this high. That's just a 19 as a base. I'm not even gonna add up.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so you're gonna take 5 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
17.
That passes, as again, your body is too fucking healthy to get any sort of infection or disease or parasite or whatever it might be.
White fur. It's all this
Pop-Tart
albino
boy over here.
Has a fucking healthier immune system.
He's got a better immune system.
Well, you spent all your time isolated.
It's because
and,
we're different.
By who?
I don't know. I'm making sure.
I have 21 siblings.
It's because
exactly.
we're different Yosoki.
All you
I
want-
also have a lot of siblings, but it's because we're different kinds of Yosoki.
That's racist. Could just say that I have a weakened immune system. You don't have to bring our DNA's different into it. That's weird.
Well, we do look different.
Temper's built different.
She's just
built different. Gets an egg and just right in her arm.
I know that I'm a nerdy loser, but damn. Bullying.
You're getting bullied by the rat with a keyboard in her backpack.
Yeah.
Rat fight.
Rat fight!
We're gonna hash this out eventually.
They throw in some of those little fucking toothpick swords at y'all.
What do you think we're 4 inches tall?
Yes. Gerry, it is your turn.
The tails of dust.
Okay. Let's just keep it going. Flap blap. 19
That hits.
on the first one. 9 on the second.
God damn, you are really that one pump chump, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, roll your damage on the first shot.
Another 4.
4 damage. And with that, the creature sort of like convulses a little bit before it collapses to the ground, dead. That is one creature.
Which one is that?
That's
That
the
is
one
the
that's
one
been
that's
attacking
attacking
you.
you. Port side, I remember how things work. As the port side creature falls dead. A little visualization for our audience. Gerry, I believe that is the end of your turn. Ittia, it's
Correct.
now your turn. There is a creature chomping away at your new friend here.
Please help.
Am I able to pick up my gun and fire in the same action?
No. I think it is to pick up your gun is an action.
I mean, if I did, it would be absolute garbage.
So, like, mine is level 0, unarmed strike.
Oh, I'm
basic
sorry.
melee.
It is. I'm gonna say this is under manipulate an item. I think so. That is going to be your move action.
Okay. So yeah, in that case, I pick up my gun, my laser pistol, and I fire it just the once.
All right.
8 plus 2, so that is a 10.
Unfortunately, that is not enough. As you try to fire at this thing, but in all the chaos, you just miss. Unfortunately. Anything else?
That is all that I can do.
Alrighty. Rivet, it is now your turn. This one creature lies dead before you, and another is behind you, chomping away at the other Ysoki of the group.
Okay, well, then I'll turn around. I definitely think I can fire my laser pistol from here. I don't need to worry about shooting through allies, right?
Yeah, you small.
Small. Okay.
Just shoot through their thigh gaps.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to, I can occupy ally space for free. So if it required it. Oh my god, an 11!
Praise be.
Plus,
11 plus 5, so 16.
that
Oh,
hits.
sorry. Oh, yes, plus 5.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Okay, rolling my damage.
What are you using?
A D4. I'm just give
Your
me
fingers right
just
there.
give me a second. I can do it. I can find what a D4 looks like.
D4,
Only 2.
2?
2 damage.
Alright. That's okay. What type of damage?
It says fire, burning,
Alright, cool.
fire damage.
Okay, I will do that later because I already fucked that up. Okay. Yeah, so you shoot this thing, burn it a little bit. Anything else?
Please kill this.
Yeah, so yeah, bonus action, I'm gonna move my combat tracking to this creature here.
Alright.
So,
In that case, it is now back to the top. Temper, since the creature is dead, it is now your turn at the top of the initiative
Great.
order.
I am gonna take out. So it's a movement to switch my weapon, correct?
Yes.
It's not like I'm going anywhere.
I believe that costs you
I'm
movement.
kind of cornered between the airlock and the
Mm-hmm.
monster.
Yes,
So
draw or
I-
sheath a weapon is a move action.
Okay, so I'm going to reach down and grab. I'm gonna holster my gun, and on the same hip is the cattle, or on the back of my backpack is my cattle prod, my electric prod. So I'm gonna pull it off and just slam it forward.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
That was a nat one.
So you go to stab this thing with your electricity prod as it's going to bite at you, and it grabs it in his jaw, shakes it, and sends it flying several feet away.
I needed that.
Clank, clank, it goes against the floor, but you can't hear.
Not even with my rat ears.
No, not even with your rat ears, because they can't hear through a vacuum. That's not how that works.
No, I know. I was just speaking in ass.
That is going to end your turn.
As we
that
all
is a
hear the
nat
gun
one.
go.
Wow, if only people could see what you just did.
All right, and now it is its turn. And it's like, wow, that tasted terrible. You know what tastes good? This thing! And it looks at you.
I'm not
that is catty-cornered. Wow, that is the worst roll it's made so far.
Please let me
That's a 13 to hit.
It does not hit.
Okay. So yeah, it goes to take a bite at you, but it's so distracted from the nasty taste of that rod in its mouth. I regret saying that. I regretted saying it almost immediately.
We started with docking and ended with rods and mouths.
And
That's why it tastes nasty.
that is the end of its turn. Jerry, it is now your turn.
Whose turn?
Yours.
Yours.
Me again.
It's found out in the
Alrighty.
app. That's why it tastes nasty.
Ugh.
Yes.
Hated that.
Yeah, that's not the order to go in. Alright. Yeah.
Sorry.
So I'll go. Actually, it's right next to me anyway, so let's do it.
Let's go.
Blap. That's a 12.
EAC or case?
K. AC.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Is it not 13?
Because I rolled an 11.
Oh.
And with,
Okay, so yeah, you did
with a
the
full
+1.
attack, it's only a +1.
Okay.
And then second, it's even worse. An 11. They both miss.
Okay, yes. Unfortunately, those both miss.
Okay.
That means it is on to the next person.
Tis I.
Ittia. Yes, indeed. Good sir.
I take a full combat action to shoot at it twice.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll your attacks.
That is a 14 for the first attack.
That will hit.
And the second attack is a 10.
That will not hit.
Alright. So I'm rolling damage for the one that does hit. And I deal 5 damage.
Okay.
My magic laser pistol.
That was literally the amount of HP it had left. As your laser pistol, it goes to lunge and take another bite out of a little old temper here, and your laser goes right through its fucking brain, and it collapses to the ground dead. What it had, the facsimile of blood oozing out of its body.
Oh.
I need to go to the hospital.
Did any blood splatter land on Kess?
I'm in a spacesuit.
Could land on your spacesuit.
Gross. So, just as a curiosity, how do you heal in Starfinder? Because I'm at 5 stamina
not
points.
Well, the thing is, the thing is, stamina points and HP are different. So,
Okay.
So once
So
you
yeah.
run out of stamina points, then you'll start losing hit points.
Okay.
and hit points are harder to get back than
Yes.
stamina points.
But it's like, yeah, stamina points, you just sleep and you'll be...
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I believe there's somewhere in the rules you can take a 10-minute rest and regain some stamina points. I forget where that rule is, but there's something like the equivalent of a short rest.
And we do have a couple of ways for you to recover hit points. They're just harder to do, but we do have access to some.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know, because, that took me down.
Oh yeah, that was a rough fight.
I got brought down a couple notches. That was...
Is anyone else's blood itch?
Ooh,
My
itchy.
blood itches.
Mine does too, now that you
My
mention
blood
it.
kind of itches. I don't feel great.
It feels not good.
It's not pleasant. Also, that totally got into our spacesuits. Like, our spacesuits are open now.
Your space.
No, your spacesuits have an automated
Oh, it'll
repair
patch it.
system.
Okay, cool.
Is there
I don't
any
think
way
you're
of
supposed to
like
do drugs.
of identifying the nature of the substance that is in like
Or the creatures,
or like maybe the
Would that be like medicine?
You
I don't
can,
know, that's
if
up
you're
to
trying to
him.
identify any sort of disease or anything, yeah, it would be a medicine check.
Yeah,
if you
I
were
would
trying
say-
to identify.
I would say like if I can recognize it as any kind of disease.
Okay. Okay. Anyone who wants to identify the creature must make a life sciences check.
Can't do that.
I can.
I would like to do medicine, though.
Okay.
I will try to identify the
I'm not.
creature. Non-natural 20 to identify the creature.
Alrighty. So, you recognize this creature almost immediately as an Akata. A very dangerous creature. Not super welcome on any spaceship, as they are a major pest and a major hazard. They can survive in the vacuum of space, no
Don't say.
fucking problem, as you've seen evidence. They are, first off, deaf, which
Okay.
you know, which would make it to where it doesn't make sense that it would make any sort of roaring vocalization. You know that they go into a state of hibernation whenever there's like no food. So they'll drift through space in their like eggs or like cocoons and whatnot until eventually they're awoken. It typically doesn't go into its cocoon until after like 3 days without eating. You know that Akatas, while exceedingly dangerous and notorious pests, people don't like them on ships, there is one thing that they do like about Akata. It's a very strange aspect to them as well. Their cocoons and eggs are made of a material called no-qual, a exceedingly valuable star metal. They're not sure why or how Akata excrete this material, as it's a notoriously hard metal to work with in general. So the fact that these biotically produce it, they don't fucking get it. But if you find their cocoons and the remains and survive, worth quite a handsome little bit of credits, depending on the amount that you get. You know that they remain in hibernation until they're either exposed to extreme heat, or that they sense a living creature with their blind sense, at which point they will typically claw themselves free of their cocoon within a matter of minutes, which is something else entirely also weird. But they don't need to breathe. They have a very dangerous bite, and you know that they are susceptible to salt water.
Okay.
Do we have a bucket?
I was going to say, with
So-
the medicine roll, I got a 22.
I got 26.
I do have a couple questions. How long did it say that it takes them to form that cocoon?
3 days without eating.
3 days to start
that-
hibernating.
That's 3 days until... It doesn't take them long. Their bodies sort of just like naturally secreted around them. It would be a matter of minutes of them.
So they should have had the cocoons near where they were sleeping.
That is a
Maybe.
safe assumption.
Because it's been in orbit for how many days?
Quite a while. It's been
Like a month.
weeks.
Yeah.
Like a month, maybe 2
Okay.
of all this drama.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if it was start hibernating and then several months later they start cocoons, because that would also give us an idea for how long crew has possibly been murdered.
With your knowledge, and I'll get to the medicine checks which will reveal other information, but you know that one of the other more notorious things is how they reproduce, which is whenever they bite a humanoid and nothing else, it only works on humanoids, they inject this sort of like slurry of microbial bacteria and all these sorts of things that eventually infect a creature. Okay. That will eventually transform their victims, if they die, into what is known as a void zombie, and which will eventually birth another Akata. So,
Oh, it's like it's like that one video game with the aliens and the turn-based shooting and the it's like XCOM with the exploding zombies. XCOM 2. There are bug creatures that there are like human zombies that walk around, and after like 3 turns they explode and a big bug alien comes out of them.
Okay, I don't recall them for some reason. It's been a while.
It may not be XCOM 2, but it was the XCOM game that I played, and I actually
I've only
quit.
played XCOM 2.
It
so
might have been Enemy Unknown.
Maybe?
maybe.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it was like level 4, and I was like, oh, we're done! We're done playing XCOM. That's not funny. That's not fun. I don't like it.
I also, full disclosure, I fucked up on something because I didn't notice it. It was very small text. They have a resistance to fire damage.
Oh.
Which in Starfinder works as essentially a damage threshold.
Yeah.
So you have to get above a certain amount to start. So they have resistance 5 to fire.
Oh.
Wow.
So
we
literally
would've had to
none
deal
of my
6.
bullets would have done anything.
Yeah, so that's my bad.
Holy shit.
But, whatever. It happens. Like I said, it's very small text on
For this one combat, I made all of your attacks magical as well.
Yeah. All your attacks were somehow magical in this.
Yeah. Okay, but why does my blood hurt?
Okay, yes. With your medicine checks, you inspect. You notice with corroboration from the information that is provided by Ittia, yes, this does appear to be some sort of infection. It is spreading at a pretty slow rate. You are in a very early stage.
Do I need to cut my arm off? What do I do?
You can seek out medical treatment. It's not an immediate concern. It takes several days for any effects to start showing. If you were dead, it would be a much more immediate thing. But since you were alive, your body is fighting the infection currently. And you think that every day it's going to depend on your body to try and fight this.
Would it help if I applied a med patch to the bite, or is it a thing where like it's already
it's
done?
already in the bloodstream.
Okay.
So it's up to your body or a medical professional to aid you. In meta terms, every day you're going to make a check. You have to make 2 consecutive successful checks to no longer be considered diseased.
Okay, so this is more like a cold. And if you die with the pneumonia.
Or if you failed those 2 consecutive checks, you're...
Yeah.
So if we fail consecutively, then we die.
Yeah, every day is going to... So the way diseases work in Starfinder is there is a track for them.
Okay.
And every day you proceed along those tracks if you don't succeed. And get worse and worse.
Well, they said this was only going to take like a day, so we just get this done.
Don't die.
Nobody else get hurt.
Don't die.
Don't die, and then we can just go back and we can see a doctor and we could get some antivirals and some liquids, some saltine, some.
Ooh, you could drink salt water.
Could drink salt water. I'm willing to try it. Get one of those nose pots, those nose neti pots or whatever. I'm gonna put salt wine in my nose.
Yep. We could just inject some in your veins. I'm sure
in my
that's
blood.
healthy.
That would be fine.
A meta question.
Yeah.
Would anything that would heal HP, quote unquote, cure it?
No.
Okay.
It's separate from health. Okay.
You got a kata in your blood. You should do salt water.
You should do salt water about it.
Oh, I'm on this cleanse right now. It's where you infect yourself with a kata and then let it go through and let your body build up a resistance to it. And if you don't die, then you like just feel real clean afterwards. You like sweat.
You do die. You explode and become.
It's like after 2 days, you get immense diarrhea.
You just put half an onion in your sock or whatever the hell.
Fucking.
Either way, your problems will be solved.
Yeah, if you die, then you don't have to worry about taxes anymore.
Exactly.
Maybe it works like
And
a
if you live,
laxative.
you feel better.
Oh god, that'd be grody.
Damn.
It's like a blood laxative.
Wait, you said that they encase themselves in like a metal?
Cocoon, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So they're infecting you with colloidal silver?
Oh.
Oh no. You guys, if exposed to sunlight, you're gonna turn blue.
They're already blue.
That's why they're blue.
Oh!
It's canon.
It makes sense now.
Alright, what are you guys doing? You are currently in the engineering section of the Acreon.
Okay, so these things are likely all over the ship.
Yep.
Probably several of them.
If we turn on life support, they all get up because they will be exposed to heat.
Oh, great. You're right.
Would we like to fight all of them all at once, or would we like to travel through and kill them in packs?
Can I ask a meta question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Would I have known if we can shoot through the cocoon? Would Ittia know that?
Ittia would probably be able to tell you. Probably not. The cocoon is made of, as I said, no qual.
That's
star metal that is very valuable, very tough. You can
We'd
make
be shooting Mjolnir.
You can make an attempt.
That helps. Actually.
You know that they have a. I gotta remember how this fucking works because attacking objects always confuses the shit out of me because it is never clearly fucking stated within a fucking book.
Okay.
But we might possibly be able to set up surprise attacks if we can figure out where they are.
And also
Done.
note it is extreme heat. that
Oh,
you need to be
extreme heat. Okay.
Are you suggesting
life
that we
forms.
Yes.
sneak around?
Well, they have the blind sense, so it doesn't matter if we're loud or not. Hence
Correct.
the
Oh,
vacuum
because they're
space.
deaf. Yeah. So yeah. It doesn't
So
matter.
as soon as we notice them, they notice us.
Yeah.
Or I'm assuming, Meta, I'm assuming you have blind sense as well as a Sheeran?
Yes, I believe
Okay.
so. Yeah.
So yeah, as soon as we notice them, they will notice us.
Really, no way of avoiding it.
But it is extreme heat, not just heat, so turning on the life support system should not wake them up.
With your check, yeah, you assume probably not a big concern.
Okay. Alright, so we could put the life support systems back up and turn on the lights because that shouldn't bother them at all.
Yeah.
And we're not having to deal with that.
Sure. Okay.
I just realized we did that whole fight with our phones in our hands and you
Yeah.
had a clunky
Oh, I
flashlight.
told Cass totally hit record at some point. And then she just like
Yeah,
stuck it in her
actually.
breast pocket. And
So-
she's just like, huh.
Sorry.
Actually, not a terrible idea to take pictures like that.
We're being recorded.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
I was
right,
gonna
we do
say,
have that drone, you're right.
We have
As-
the drone.
Yes, as you say the recording bit, the drone comes to life and rises out of whoever's backpack it was in, and starts floating around, examining the dead corpses of these
I was
Akata,
gonna say, oh, you just
And-
missed that entire fight, bro.
looking around
Got
at
it.
you.
I'm actually gonna look into the camera of the drone. I'm gonna say like, I guess they wouldn't hear me, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna talk into the thing and I'm gonna say like, hey, can you just like when we come back, can you just make sure that there's just like a doctor on staff? Could you just make
You just gotta like open up Star
Need
Chat and like write it.
doctor.
need doctor
Good doctor.
on way back?
We update on our status. Need doctor. when we get back.
Instagram.
Took 2 steps in. Need a doctor
Got
already.
I took a
blood
picture of your wound and posted
Yeah.
it on my
I
Astrogram.
got a
Like, no
blood
connection.
disease
Ittia's wound as well.
skill issue.
Skill
Um,
yeah, there's a bunch of
tag-
like fucking people just roasting this
It's
shit out of
tag
them.
hashtag wound buddies.
No, you guys are actually currently outside of Absalom Station's
Oh, I don't have service.
essentially internet connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you cannot connect via your cellular telephone.
Okay, so I guess question: How do
it's a
we turn the ship on?
Go ahead and you can examine the engineering stuff here
Cool.
if you wish with an engineering check.
I'll do so.
You guys can also look around if you want.
Can I also engineering check?
You
I'm gonna
most certainly
swallow these dice like a chicken with stones. That's still an 18.
I got a 22.
can. Yeah, you guys work together to examine the
Rat power.
tech here. You see that everything's kind of working and everything's in fine functioning order, but it appears you need it needs to be activated from the bridge of the ship.
Yeah. Okay. But nothing appears to be wrong with the engines.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be. Okay.
Yeah,
It's just
everything seems to
someone
be
has
fine.
chosen to shut this ship down.
Yes, it would seem so.
Well, then I wonder if that was for a reason.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
If it was something done from the bridge, then I wonder if that was intentional.
Should we search the ship and fight these things in the dark?
I feel like we should
On
definitely
the
get lights
off
on.
chance that something worse wakes up? Or should we turn on the life support systems and then search in the light, risking that something worse is suddenly chasing us?
Well, we have to get up to the bridge anyway to turn any of this on, so we have to get through the ship in the dark.
We have to get through the ship, but we don't have to search it
We have
room
to
by
get through
room if
hallways.
we're just going to get to the bridge.
Counterpoint, I don't think it's a good idea to just blitz to the bridge of the ship
I
and
just need to
potentially
find
run
the
into
box.
stuff.
That's all I'm.
That's also true. But then I don't know if restarting the ship's functions would help us determine what happened to the crew. If people had logs on any ship computers, not personal data pads or anything like that. if there were captain's logs, if we wanted to download any kind of tracking data, ship data of any kind, we would need to restart the ship's main systems to do it anyway.
I believe we should go room by room, clearing each thing out and inspecting in the dark to at least get rid of these. If anything else wakes up when we turn the lights on, we are only dealing with that and not dealing with that and the Akata.
Agreed. I
And
completely
if
agree.
we run into anything else that wakes up when we're near it, we run. If it seems scary.
I completely agree.
I mean, there's a chance that these could be the only ones in here.
Yeah, but now that we've experienced these, I'm now concerned about our ship being hooked up. Hooked up to this.
I'll sit here and you guys can go look for the boxes.
Well, is there a bulkhead door?
Yeah, there's a door that you guys can close the airlock now if you want.
Oh, okay,
there are airlock controls within there.
Awesome. I would like to close the airlock door. As long as there's local control that we can get to, I would like to close the airlock door behind us.
Okay. Yeah.
Temporarily.
It's a pretty simple system that even with minimal power is operational. You tap a few buttons, flip a switch, and
So simple an Akata could do it?
that simple.
Wow, I need that on a t-shirt. So simple and a color can do it.
Not a creature with -4 int.
And also, if we desire, we can each spend a resolve point and take 10 minutes of uninterrupted rest to get our stamina back.
You can do that if you want.
Yeah.
I would like to do that.
And I believe your resolve replenishes
With a long rest.
I want to say either a long rest or daily. I want to make sure I know that.
So it goes all the way back?
From what I'm reading, it goes all the way back up on 10 uninterrupted minutes.
Okay.
Why do we need to spend do we need to spend a resolve point in order to gain the stamina back?
Yes.
Or
It says,
I was wondering what those are for.
you can replenish
There's a
your
number of things you
stamina
can do
points
with
by
them,
spending
so.
1 resolve point and taking 10 uninterrupted minutes to rest and catch your breath.
I don't remember where my resolve points
They're
are.
next
It
to your
should
hit
be-
points.
I do not know how many resolve
You
points
did
I
not write
have.
them down.
It should be the modifier for your key ability score plus half your level rounded down.
So I should have 5.
Correct.
Yes. I do have one more question about the Akata. Do their bites get worse?
Did the physical wound get worse?
No, like, if I were to get bitten again,
No.
would the infection get worse?
No.
Okay.
You wouldn't be.
So that's the bright side. We only have to worry about the physical damage from here on out.
I don't have to worry about it at all. I got this nice fur.
Just wait till you crit fail.
Yeah, just wait until they roll a 37. This
Wait.
guy over here with his D50.
Wait
Yeah,
till your blood hates all of the salt inside of it.
6, 6.
Oh, that's a good.
That's
That's,
why
a
it's
good
itchy.
flavor text. That's a good flavor text.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, he was saying the blood hurts because it's mad that like all the salt that's in it. Because you said that they were upset. They didn't like salt water.
Yeah.
So
There's
it's
a
just
lot
like
of salt and they're like, oh, get this shit out of here.
yeah,
You're bleeding salt
trying to
water right now.
desalinate. Like
That's why it takes so long.
we're gonna fucking pass out. I'm gonna pass out.
Will he jump up?
You guys are in the engineering bay. What else are you doing?
Alright, so I think at this point we should, first of all, grab those cocoons.
If we can find him.
Okay.
It should be where they started.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. Whoever wishes to.
I do also
I wish
still
to.
want to look at the tech bay. I want to see if there's any like
Yeah.
terminals,
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
chances of
12.
people.
Alright, so yeah, you managed to find a number of no-qual fragments from these cocoons scattered throughout the engineering bay. There's about 2 bulk worth, and they are, you'd estimate that this is worth about 1,000 credits.
What was it to check the tech thing?
Perception?
I just want to see if there's any cool stuff.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. Let me see. That does. Yeah, so you're looking around. You're not really seeing anything that might be useful in terms of like operating the ship. However, as you're looking around, you do notice that underneath one of the consoles is a tactical arc emitter. A weapon.
Oh. Useful, because you only have fire.
It looks like it was dropped under there, not placed.
Okay. So what is a tactical arc emitter?
It is and if I'm understanding, this one is a rifle, so look under rifles.
Cool.
You got a what for your perception check? Temper?
20. Non-natural.
Okay, so yeah, you're looking around. There's quite a bit that can be salvaged from the tech lab here. For you estimate you can get up to 300 UPBs worth of stuff. Up to 300 UPBs in salvage right here.
That's money, right?
Yeah, it's an alternative form of currency, essentially. It's like I'm trying to remember. It's
like a scrap currency?
Kinda, it's like a building block of tech that is used as an alternative currency. It's the base of a lot of tech stuff.
Interesting.
Well, what did you say it was called again?
Tactical arc emitter.
How much is
Okay,
that
right here.
for me to
Level
pick up?
2.
300.
That deals a
Oh,
D4.
I don't think it's. I think it's
electric damage.
negligible.
Has a range
No.
of 15 feet.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay.
Put it
Holds
in
20
my
charges.
backpack.
Uses
Alright,
4
you do it.
charges per shot.
Ooh.
But it has blast, stun, and unwieldy. So unwieldy, that means I think you can only make one attack even with a full attack. Large can't be fired without cooling down or are otherwise difficult to use with repeated attacks. Oh, and while the weapon is in stun mode, all of its attacks are non-lethal.
And what is blast?
Let me see if I can find that.
MaKayla, Mr.
Weapon fires in a cone that extends only to its first range increment. Oh, so it's like a shotgun.
Oh, okay.
For each attack you make with a weapon with the blast property, roll 1 attack against each target in the cone, starting with those closest to you. Each attack takes a -2 penalty in addition to other penalties, such as the penalty to all attacks during a full attack. Ooh, that's rough.
But that's only if you use it to take a full attack, which you can't do.
Roll damage only once for all targets. If you roll 1 or more critical hits, roll the extra critical damage only once and apply it to each creature against which you score
This
a
doesn't
critical.
sound great.
It doesn't sound very useful, no.
It's a D4.
Yeah, and it's a level 2 weapon.
Well, it's a D4 in a cone when we're about to go through hallways.
I guess that's true, but
Multiple enemies.
But the big issue is if you don't have long arm proficiency, then you don't gain.
well, it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to use it.
Yeah.
I have sniper proficiency.
You have
But
sniper
that's.
proficiency.
I do.
Do you have a sniper?
I don't.
Yet.
I picked cool electric weapons, thank you. Because I was trying to be neat. I did not think that one through.
I
Hey,
have weapon
electric is useful here.
specialization.
It is better than all of us with lasers.
I have small arm, basic melee, and sniper proficiencies.
I mean, is anyone on the team, have rifle proficiency?
I don't think so. I have basic and small arm, but I do not have long arm proficiency.
Oh.
Or long arm specialization. Or proficiency.
What is weapon specialization?
Excuse me. I think weapon specialization is you get the bonus damage equal to half your level rounded down. I think weapon proficiency is you gain a minus penalty if you are not
I've
proficient
been
in the
doing
weapon.
that?
That +1 that's added onto your damage? That's what your weapon specialization is.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, hold on a minute.
No, it should still be 1. It becomes 2 next level.
Yeah.
So, you guys are in the engineering section. Ahead of you, towards the aft, are 2 doors leading left and right. They both face aft, but there's one on the left, one on the right.
They both face.
We're at the aft. Oh,
Yeah, they're
both-
facing
the doors-
aft,
Oh,
as
I'm
in
sorry.
they're
Sorry.
ahead of us.
Yeah, they're going towards the forward section.
They
of the ship
lead
is
forward.
a much better way of putting that. My bad.
I got what you intended, though.
Yeah, I get you.
Left or right?
One door lies, one door tells the truth.
I don't eat the puppies and unicorns. The guy's a fucking liar. We both just lead down this fucking corridor. I don't know why we're the only 2 sentient doors on this entire fucking ship.
I say right. Because that sounds, get this, right.
Alright.
Unless I
Okay.
told good measures
Move
of
your
one. That's fine.
tokens into the right.
Are we going in the same order as we entered?
I guess the two of us that are already
Infected?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
sick.
meat shields.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, but alright.
Boop. Does anything happen?
Which just
the
means
second
if
we enter?
anything comes up and bites us, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, other than the physical damage.
Sure.
Right.
But we're back on top of that.
So you enter a corridor that's about 20 feet long or so, and you see it peel off to your left.
Anything in particular about this hallway? Just a...
No, just a pretty standard hallway. It's pretty dark in here as well. Nothing but those emergency lights every so often.
Okay.
Nothing of note within this hallway.
Okay. So I'm assuming we all traverse down the hallway, and we
Hallway continuing.
take that left?
Actually, quite...
Oh.
No, just partially flavor text, partially not. Like, any vents, air, like...
Yeah, there's
Openings.
there's some air vents and whatnot
Okay.
in this hallway.
Alright. It's fine. Smaller than these...
Yes, much smaller than the
Alright.
Akata creatures that you can
Okay,
find.
cool. Alright.
Would you like to search the vents?
No.
Okay.
Like how no one looked around the corner, we all just walked.
Well, we're not really trying to, like,
What are we
slide
gonna
up
do?
to walls.
Sneak through the blind sense things?
Just saying.
That's actually true, yeah. They have blind sense. It
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter.
Yes, but if we see it before it sees something, no, that doesn't work.
It's 20 feet long, blind sense is 60 feet.
Well,
Ah,
for
well,
you,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought you said anywhere within 60 feet.
I did not say that.
But maybe
Oh.
we could get a shot in before it comes at us.
Fair enough.
True.
Alright, then we'll be more careful.
Just saying, I don't want to die. I'm just here to find the box, go back.
And then I say before we go this hasn't been described yet. I'm just looking at the...
What you imagine we can see.
Well, yeah, but auditory medium, I don't want to be like, before we go through this door over here, like...
What are we standing in front of?
You are currently standing in front of two double sliding doors.
Okay. So before we go through those double sliding doors, I say we check around the corner of the other hallway just in case there is...
I'm fine with that. Can we see through these? Are they glass doors or are they completely solid?
They've got two vertical windows on each door that you can kind of peek through.
Yeah, I want to try and hop and peek through.
Yeah, you hop up, you look through. It's a little bit too dark for you to see anything. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
You have dark vision, I just remembered.
Unbelievable. 8.
8.
This
alright.
truly is like the
So-
worst it's ever been.
Peeking through, you do see what looks like a dead body
Ew.
Oh,
in
man.
the intersection.
Oh.
As you peek through these doors, you see that the hallway continues on into an intersection. Hey, give me that back.
What did he take?
Is he taking a bag?
Yeah, he's taking this piece of plastic out.
Ooh, beat his ass.
Get his ass, girl.
Yeah.
I can't see anything in the dark.
That's fine.
You don't
You're
have
good.
dark vision.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Yeah, don't
Any-
run into my office in the dark. It's full of garbage right now.
Any plastic you may have out, like that is
Yeah, you
Ziploc
told
bag
us last
material,
time, that's
put
my
it
bad.
away.
I forgot to close the box you got in there.
It's cool.
Anyway, sorry. You see forward into this hallway, farther down, it is an intersection that, what you would see closest is an intersection with a hallway continuing forward.
And so we see a dead body? So we should be careful of a spawning Akata.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there
What
may
is-
have only been 2 in eggs.
What? Yeah. What does the dead body look like?
Hard to tell from here.
Can we see
Okay,
it?
so first we check around this corner.
Yep.
I guess while we're walking up to check around the corner, I'm gonna go ahead and reload the magazine in my semi-auto because I'm down to 1 bullet.
All right. Click.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
You can't hear it through space.
Yeah,
click
yeah.
in my 2 little.
You feel it through the
Skip
vibration in
shots.
your
Yeah.
hand.
I
Yeah,
feel
you
it.
do.
Like click. All right, cool. We're ready.
I'm
So-
gonna need to buy some more bullets. What is a game?
We check around the corner. Anything?
You peek around the corner and you see nothing. It appears to lead right back to the engineering section.
Wow.
So it forms a sort of U shape leading towards the central corridor.
I guess both of these hallways would have been right.
Yes, I just wanted to make sure we wouldn't get flanked.
Ambushed. Yeah.
Alright, I cannot slide past this gap on the thing. So, are we going through the double doors the way that we've been walking around?
I
Also,
think so.
super ready for this body to stand up?
Yeah, and I'm actually, in fact, going to swap out my weapon to my acid dart rifle so that I can do a little more damage.
Alright.
Alright. So, you guys enter the
Maybe
corridor.
we should just open the door first.
You move. Well, okay. Yeah, you guys try and walk through the door, but it turns out you are corporeal and slam into it. The door opens.
Oh, no. Not what I meant. I meant like maybe we should just open the door and see if it stands up before we walk into the hallway. But
I mean,
sure.
yeah, we would have to open the door before
Yeah.
we walk in, so I'm not against it.
I was saying like maybe we could give it a second. Let's you know.
Alright, the doors slide open. Little reference there for you.
Except it makes no noise because it's space.
Yeah, it's space. The body does not move.
Alright.
You kick it.
Oh god dang it, no. No.
Improv!
No, we're not.
I didn't mean like that.
Very well.
Okay.
So, we step through.
Sure.
You step through towards the body on the floor.
Where is the body exactly
Yes.
on our map?
It is slightly leading towards the starboard hallway to your right. You see, walking in this hallway that, again, it continues forward towards the forward section of the ship. There are two hallways leading both port and starboard. It is slightly off into the hallway leading starboard.
Here.
So it's off here?
Yeah, it's right beside you.
Oh, very well.
Like, right there.
Okay, well then, now that we're right here, I would like to take a closer look.
I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Alright, you take a picture of it.
Got it.
The little drone that's following you guys is just floating around, getting a close look at it, inspecting it.
Should we all take a medicine check to see?
Anyone who wishes to identify it can make a life science check.
I shall make a life science check.
You see that the creature inside the suit is small. Its skin a dark green color, eyes a dark red.
Alright.
Got one, two, notes.
God fucking damn it.
19.
19, yeah. This is a goblin in this spacesuit.
We have a
dead
dead-
space goblin.
Dead
I
space
was-
goblin.
I was mostly asking, like, looking for ways that it died and...
It appears to have suffered a bite
Yes.
of some kind.
Yes, great. Great. Does it have a name tag?
No, its spacesuit is a patchwork of just different, like, spacesuits sewn together. Its helmet has, like, a crack in it with, like, space duct tape on it.
Meta question.
Yeah.
2 meta questions. First meta question, space goblins typically hostile.
Yeah, yeah.
It would not be common to find them working on a hired ship crew in the Pact Worlds.
No, goblins are typically, like, scavengers.
Yeah.
Notorious scavengers. They'll, like, get it, and they're pretty aggressive, known for kind of making their own shit out of whatever they find.
Okay. I think I actually asked both of my questions in one, because... Okay, so it's definitely weird that the goblin is here.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Because it wouldn't realistically be a member of the crew.
And it likely wasn't traveling with the Akata, based on the fact that it was bitten to death.
Yeah.
But you do know that, as I said, goblins are notorious scavengers.
Okay, but then... Okay. So then possibly the goblins got here after whatever happened to the crew, maybe?
Does this goblin have anything on it that it has scavenged?
No, it looks like it is, no, you don't see anything on it.
MaKayla's just over here dying.
at the fucking cat.
This baby.
He's like a little man.
He's like,
I'm sorry.
hello.
I'm easily
was
amused. I don't know if you noticed.
I do.
All right. So, I say
we let him go.
So,
I say we put a bullet in him for it, but the biting us.
Yeah, but
I don't know what that would do,
would that actually solve the problem? I don't know.
but I mean, it hasn't gotten up, and the infection gets a lot worse after death if infected. Spreads a lot
He
faster.
may have just died.
Yeah, he may have just
He's
died.
in a spacesuit, though.
But he has a bite.
That,
And
Yeah,
you
but I
have
mean,
a bite.
You
He
have a
has
bite.
That is true.
And is your blood itchy?
No.
See-
I got this nice protective fur.
Yeah,
Even though
so-
you can't see it. Don't look
So
at it.
you're, yeah, okay, so if your blood's not itchy, you can get bitten and not have space herpes.
But he's not furry.
Were you bitten?
No.
Oh, must be nice.
Yeah, I mean, good for you.
Congratulations.
no need to brag about it, jeez.
I would ask if you want a cookie, but I know what the answer would be.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Well, we could just leave it alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
maybe
could
we
kick
just...
it.
I say we leave it alone,
Okay.
I vote we leave it alone as
Alright.
two.
but I do think we should go down the starboard side to check.
To the airlock.
Yes.
Well, we should be able to see all the way down the hallway to the airlock, down the starboard hallway.
Well, to check for any other rooms. I'm saying we should case
Yeah.
this area.
No, I agree.
Looking down the starboard hallway, you do see a doorway leading off to the right side towards the aft section of the ship again.
Yeah. Sorry, what I mean is, there's nothing to see in this hallway other than there's a doorway.
No.
Okay.
And a dead body.
And a corpse that we can sidle past, hopefully. Okay, so then that's fine. I think we check out the room where this door leads. If we sidle around the corpse.
Yes.
Okay.
I gotta remember that the gravity is on. Because my brain keeps picturing this dead body just like floating
in
Yes.
space. That was my thing
Slowly
too.
spinning.
Yeah, I've had the same thought, but then it's like, no, it's hitting the ground. It's on the
Yeah.
ground.
Like, I
That'd be
originally
so
thought
much
that too, and I
fun.
really just wanted to like push him out the airlock on the starboard side.
Open the airlock.
It is open.
It is open.
Or push him out the airlock.
No, I say we leave it for now.
You guys are no fun. It'd have been a great viral video.
It's viral something. Bacterial something.
So I look in, like, is there another rectangular window thing on this door?
Oh no. That one
Okay.
is a closed one.
Solid closed door.
Solid
Alright.
closed door.
What's the sci-fi version of rock, paper, scissors?
Nose goes.
Well, no, it's between
We're in,
us two.
yeah, it's actually, it's between us
You
two.
guys got a nose goes.
I'll do it. I'll go.
Oh.
Fine. Fine. Everything's fine. I'm not afraid. I'm fine. It's cool. I'm gonna open the. I'm gonna peek the door open. I'm gonna open the door.
You open the door. It slides open fairly easily. The power is on. This isn't that bad of a ship. You see what appears to be a cargo hold of some kind. There's a number of different things in here. It's a somewhat large room. You see, it has a small science lab in it. Some compacted mining equipment. What appear to be rock samples of various kinds or another labeled. And Tuakata standing in the room, now looking at the now open door.
Close the door, close the door, close the door, close the door, close the door!
Yeah, I'll close the door.
You close the door, and that is where we're going to end today's session.
man.
Yes.
Shove the door closed. Just like,
Sorry. Wrong room.
excuse us.
My
It's
apologies.
just Tuakata like sitting there sipping tea. Like, well, I never.
Close the door, looks down. I didn't see. Do not disturb. Nah.
That's our bad.
There's a do not disturb hanging on the door. My bad.
Why does it just say not an exit? Why doesn't it just say a corridor?
Thanks so much for listening! Yeah! I totally didn't fuck up and say thanks so much for watching or anything. I cut that part out if it ever did happen. Yeah, see ya.
You have to leave it in now.